Hello, my friend. Welcome to Indy Hypnosis. Thanks for watching this short video. I'm going to help you understand why this is the place for you and why you're going to get the results that you're looking for. So I want to take you back to 1982. I was actually 12 years old, and my dad was working at a steel mill. He was an electrician at the mill, and he was working on a great big electrical box, and it didn't get tagged right. So while he was in there with the screwdriver, someone turned it on, and boom, it exploded, caught my dad on fire, burned him real bad. Next thing I know, we're moving in with our grandparents. We're on food stamps. We're trying to figure out how to make it. My dad's at Loyola Burn Unit trying to, survive. My mom moved in with him to try to help him get through it, and it changed my whole life. Now, the good news is that he made it through, right? He still got his scars, but he ended up going back to work, and he's the kind of guy that in the summertime, he's the first one to take off his shirt and go for a swim, scars and all, right? So that part's good. But I ended up with a whole bunch of scars on the inside. I stopped playing life to win and I started playing not to lose. And you know what happens when you play not to lose? You lose, right? And so I ended up having all kinds of anxiety and post-traumatic stress, and it led to a lot of really horrible habits. It was just my brain's way of trying to cope. And so when I was in high school, I had my first psychology class, and I thought, all right, that's where I can figure me out, right? I can try to figure out how to use my brain to my advantage, so that I'm preparing myself instead of always scaring myself. And while I started going to school for psychology, they had a hypnotist come in as a guest speaker, and I thought, well, I'll cluck like a chicken, and so I volunteered, and I wasn't clucking, but what I did experience was total peace. I could not believe how fast I felt good. And it was the only time in my life up to that point where that knot that I carried around with me all the time disappeared. Now, it came back because I was good at doing anxiety, if you know what I mean. But it amazed me. It changed my life. It was one of those things where I'm like, wow, what is this stuff? So I spent the next 7 years going to school for psychology and getting my advanced degrees in clinical psychology. But I also, at the same time, found hypnosis schools and got training and got certification as a hypnotist and a hypnotherapist and then a certified instructor. And I kept looking for other tools as well, any kind of peak performance tools that would help me get results fast, because I want to start feeling good now. I don't want to talk about my problems, end up feeling worse, and then 6 months later have the same problem, right? I want to have some results. And so I've spent the last 27 years of my life acquiring those tools. So I built a chain of hypnosis practices, opened up the Hypnotism Academy of Indiana, and I was training other students because I ended up seeing so many clients, and there was such a need that I couldn't handle it all. I mean, every time I talk to somebody, they're like, oh, you should work with veterans, or you should take it into the school systems, or you should help couples, or you should help people with chronic pain, or you should help people who have cancer, or you should help people who have eating disorders, you should help people who are struggling and want to make more money in their business, you should help people who are having trouble with their confidence. There's so many different areas. I get a lot of student athletes. We get a lot of people who are struggling because of test anxiety or fear of flying. There's so many issues when it comes to being a human, right? And so I started training other really great practitioners as well. And so now I've kind of taken a step back from seeing a lot of clients one-on-one, and I'm more of the mentor. I'm more of the coach's coach for a lot of my hypnotists that still work with me. And so, which I'm sure hopefully you will meet at least one of them. And so you've got a couple different options, right? You can work with one of my hypnotists live if you're here in Indianapolis, in the Indiana area. The person that I will set you up with is fantastic, and she will get you some pretty remarkable results, right? The other option you have is you can do some of our virtual trainings if you want the experience of working with me. A lot of times people say two things. Can I really be hypnotized, and will it really work for me, and does it really work online? And so to answer your question, just about everybody can be hypnotized except somebody that doesn't want to be, right? It's not some magical trance. Hypnosis isn't the magic, my friend. You are the magic. The magic formula is inside of you. It's our job to unlock it. It's our job to teach you the combinations so that you can unlock your gifts that you already have inside of you. So basically when people get stuck, it's because of two things. It's because they've associated pain to the goal or pleasure to staying the way that they are. So for example, with weight loss, you love to eat and you hate to exercise, but you want to fit in your jeans. Well, good luck, right? You've got to create new neural associations. So you associate massive pleasure to eating healthy and moving your body, and pain to the old habits that have been keeping you stuck or giving you diabetes or whatever might be going on inside. So our hypnotist can help you, and so can the programs that I've put together. So everybody can be hypnotized, except somebody that doesn't want to be, if they're not going to participate, if they're not going to help. Hypnosis is a do-with process. It's not something that's done to you. It's something that we do together, you and your hypnotist. Because all hypnosis is self-hypnosis, right? If I ask you to close your eyes, you're the one that closes your eyes. I don't close your eyelids for you. So that means you're always in control. You're always safe. And there are no negative side effects from hypnosis. I've hypnotized tens of thousands of people over the years. I've never seen anything negative happen from it. I've seen all kinds of positive side effects, but not anything else. And so I think you're going to really enjoy it. It's just a way of using your subconscious mind and getting access to all of your brain instead of just consciously trying to get what you want through willpower, which you and I both know doesn't work very well. And so this is a way of learning how to use all of your brain to get the results that you're looking for. It absolutely does work online just as well as in person. Here's the pros and cons. If you're working with someone live, you can have a dialogue. They can ask you questions. They can tailor it specifically to you. It costs a little bit more for that experience, but you get faster, personalized results. If you want to save a little bit of money and do something online, you get the tools and you get the session, you get the relaxation, you get the personal empowerment. You're just saving money and you can do it on your own time. And if you buy a program, you can listen to it over and over and over again. So a lot of my clients do both. They start with one of our programs, and then if they feel like they're stuck or they need a little extra motivation, then they go to someone live. Or the other way around. They'll start with someone live and then, one of our hypnotists here, and then they will focus on, all right, now I need the support and I want to save some money, so I'm going to get one of the virtual programs. And we've got virtual programs on a lot of different things. And I'm always working on creating more of them because I got a lot of wisdom in here from all those years and all those clients. And so I got to get it out there and share value. That's my purpose. That's how God's using me. I want to share these tools. And does hypnosis really work? Does it work for a lot of people? Absolutely. I've got testimonials. My trainer used to tell me, he said, work for the testimonials, not the money. Always give the value and the rest will take care of itself, which has come true. And so I started collecting, testimonials, just simple little one-page testimonials, and I can't open them. They're in plastic. One of my hypnotists put this in a nice album for me. But it was just front and back page. One testimonial after another, after another, after another. We literally have hundreds of them. And this was just for my smokers and my people that had anxiety. This was for my weight loss. We got another whole giant book, or I might have got that switched up. That was for weight loss. This was for my smokers who used to smoke but not anymore. I mean, we just got, look, I'm like drowning in testimonials. And that's just the ones I collected on paper. We've collected them on video. We collected them recording things. Now, I tell this to you, not to impress you, but to impress upon you the fact that lots of people just like you have found this website or watched this video and decided that they were going to give it a shot, and then they did. You miss 100% of the shots you never take, so take this shot. If you have other questions, we can answer that before we do the hypnosis session with you. You want to know how much it costs? If I'm around and you want to do an individual session with me, it's $250. If you want to work with one of my hypnotists, it's $200. And that's for an hour session. We're not really charging for the time. We're charging for a specific outcome. We're trying to create an outcome. How many sessions do you need? It depends on what you're coming in for. Usually for anxiety or something like that, if you want to break a bad habit, we usually recommend 3 sessions, right? $600 or $750 to change your life, that's a good deal any day of the week. So if you want to do weight loss, a lot of times people will invest in some more sessions because you need some reinforcement. So our Stop Smoking program is $677. We charge a little bit more for that simply because people spend a lot of money to smoke, and we've got to train your brain so that you have every advantage to getting away from that old bad habit. And one of the tools we'll use is your own money, right? We want to make sure that if you invest enough skin in the game, you're going to get a better result. So everything we do is strategic. Everything we do is designed, even with what we charge. It's designed to help you get the results that you're looking for. That's why we have one of the most successful hypnosis practices in the entire world. I've trained students from around the globe, and so I know what I'm talking about. And this has been a very rewarding, beautiful experience, meeting so many incredible people and seeing so many lives transformed. And I want you to be the next one. So if you have any questions, give us a call or send us an email. and let's work on making your life a sure success. So Tim Sure here. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the practice. All right, so have a great day. Talk to you soon.